Ferahgo wielded the mace and chain. The spiked iron ball whistled and hummed as he closed in on Urthstripe's left side. Klitch sneaked in on the right and threw his spear at the badger's head. Urthstripe rolled with a roar, knocking the spear aside with his own weapon as he spun in a circle, catching the mace around the haft of his own spear and heaving Ferahgo bodily onto the sand. Behind the rocks, an armored band of treacherous vermin waited until such time as Urthstripe was forced to turn and present his back to them. Scrabbling through the sand to get away, Ferahgo cowered in the shadow of the Badger Lord. Urthstripe kicked the mace and chain toward the blue-eyed assassin. "Pick it up, weasel!" Klitch dashed in and slashed at Urthstripe's shoulder. The short sword caught the badger on an open place between the shoulder plate and back armor. With a roar, Urthstripe reeled it on him, thrusting at the stabbing sword with his mighty battle spear. Ferahgo was still down on the sand as he grabbed the mace and chain. Flinging it, he trapped the badger's footpaws. Urthstripe toppled and fell with a crash of armor. Klitch ran in with his sword held high, but Urthstripe pulled himself into a sitting position and lashed out. The metal-clad paw caught Klitch in the chest, sending him thudding into the rocks. The young weasel sobbed for breath as he looked down at his own blood, oozing from the deep bruising scratches the armored paw had inflicted. Ferahgo seized the spear Klitch had dropped and advanced on his opponent, kicking him free of mace and chain. The Badger Lord came up off the sand, holding his battle spear crossways like a stave. They clashed, and Ferahgo yelled in dismay as his spear was snapped in two, like a brittle straw. "Klitch, help me, son! Help me!" All the fight had been knocked out of the young weasel. His blue eyes flooded with tears as he nursed his aching chest. Dragging himself up on the rocks, he spat at the ambush party. "Stop hiding! They're like a pack of half-wits! Kill the badger!" Ferahgo had drawn two of his knives. Throwing himself flat, he rolled under Urthstripe's paws out of the way of the big spear, stabbing at the badger's footpaws viciously until Urthstripe leapt back and dealt him a tremendous kick. The weasel's body left the ground in a somersault as the ambushers came flooding over the rocks, spears ready and bowstrings taut. Spitting blood from a mouth wound caused by the breaking spear, Urthstripe snarled, "You treacherous scum! Come and get me!" Ferahgo struggled up, grasping hoarsely, "Don't shoot! Any arrows to them out of the way!" "So you don't want to be slain by murderers, eh?" Urthstripe roared with laughter as he went after the assassin. The ranks of spears ablaze closed in, cutting Ferahgo off from his enemy, but Urthstripe saw nothing in front of him but the terrible joy of battle. Spears flailing, he bullied among them, yelling as the lust to slay foes took hold of him. "Eulalia!" Ferrets, stoats, foxes, weasels, rats flew everywhere, stabbed by the giant spear blade, hooked with the cross trusses, and hammered senseless by the battering spear butt. Ferahgo and Kilch danced and leapt on the outskirts of the melee, shouting, "Get him! Slay the badger! Go on! Hit him! Don't stop!" Spears and pikes and swords battered at the armor and fur as Urthstripe went down beneath the howling mob. There was an immense roar as the badger surged up, throwing bodies into the air, punching, kicking, and fighting. The helm ripped from his head, and his spear lying on the ground. The badger lord fought insanely against the overwhelming odds. Down he went again. Blades flashed in the sunlight on the churning sands barely visible beneath the pack of yelling, screeching ambushers. Again they shot in all directions as scored countless wounds. Urthstripe rose like a mighty geyser bursting from the ground with a fox between his teeth. and a rat in each paw, hurling the lifeless carcasses into the mob, and went at them again, laughing like a beast gone mad. Like a pack of wild animals, they clung to him, bearing him down to the sand once more, limbs thrashing and teeth slashing. Urthstripe battled on, the armor torn from him, battered and dented into uselessness. Ferahgo and Klitch hugged each other in delight, anticipating the inevitable outcome.